Boy, this is a topic that's very near and dear to my heart. Documentation has saved my tail a lot in the corporate world. Remember, if it's not documented, it didn't happen. Keep watching, and I'm going to tell you why that's such an important trait to get down, a skill to develop as a leader in the marketplace, as an employee, as someone who just wants to keep accelerating in their career. Hi, my name is Shawn Sommerkamp, and this is Motivationeer Christian Coaching. I post 2 videos a week, so please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can be reminded when I do. Please also consider becoming a member at Motivationeer.com. Your membership really supports this channel. Thank you. Being in the United States Navy submarine service for all those years, documentation was a very big deal. We were basically working on a massive weapon for the United States Navy, and it was very complex to operate. So we had to document everything from our maintenance record to any time an incident happened to the logs that we took when walking around back aft in the engine room in the nuclear reactor department. Whatever it is that we were doing, it required documentation because we were working on something so powerful, dangerous, and expensive. Now, think about this in the same way as you approach your own career. You're working on something that is very expensive, very complex, hopefully not too dangerous, but something that's incredibly important, right, for you. Now, here's what I mean when I say if it's not documented, it didn't happen. All the time, we're asked to do lots of extra work. We're engaged in delicate situations with employees, fellow employees, bosses. We are involved in touchy-feely discussions with our customers, especially customers who spend a ton of money with our company. And what we want to do when we have a conversation that might be important to recall or be able to be remembered immediately after the conversation, get that conversation down into an email and send it back to the other parties that were involved and said, hey, I just took a few notes about our discussion. I thought you might want to have them as well. This really protects us in so many situations, certainly those ones that, as I just mentioned, are very touchy, sensitive, might lead to compromising situations for your own career or for your own job. Another reason why documentation is so important is when you are managing work and have other people involved in it that have responsibilities that you're relying on. If in the conversation you're having with them, you mention something along the lines of their responsibilities, their duties, and they say, yep, I'll do that, I'll take care of that, and it's a very important next step required to keep the project going or to complete it or whatever, and they're the ones that are committing to it, document that. After the conversation is over, just say, hey, as we discussed, here are the deliverables I own, here are the deliverables you own. As we also agreed, they're going to be due on this date. Send. When we do this, not only does it protect us, it benefits the other parties because they don't have to rely on their memory, which is notoriously bad, to remember how that conversation went, especially the very delicate parts of it. It helps the other party if they have deliverables so that they can remember to do them. It's very difficult after a meeting to recall everything that was discussed during a meeting, especially if the meeting is an hour long. So you're doing them a benefit by being their memory for them. And ultimately, when we document it, it allows it to be captured from our perspective. We put the onus on them to reply in an email if we didn't capture the essence of the conversation, the deliverables, the agreements correctly. The number of times that documenting something will work in our benefit, it's endless. The downside is we don't like to document things. It seems in our mind to take a lot of extra time to write things down, to remember to. That's why I always keep a laptop open and, jot as I'm in the meeting, taking notes, just to help. It's a good practice to get into. Whatever it takes for you to remember to start documenting things, again, sensitive things, but maybe almost anything, the better, okay? So what will it take in order for you to really remember to do this ongoing? And then set a time to start practicing it and doing it. It's going to serve you incredibly well because if it's not documented, they have the ability to say, that never never really happened. And even if people aren't deceitful and liars, aren't out to get you or undermine you, many times they just don't remember the conversation the way that you do. Many times they don't remember that they agreed to do something just to get out of the conversation, But because you documented it, it means it actually happened. If it's not documented, it didn't happen. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for 2 new videos each week. Tell me in the comments below about your career situation, and I'll make a video for you with a shout out. You can also become a member at Motivationeer.com. Your career is not just a way to make a living, it's a way to transform the world.